sees one of the singers.
Zacharias will hold up a hand to the rest of the party, sort of
Starts
back off a
looking
bit.
away from him, further into the place, as her beautiful, clean voice sings of the woes and
Does Zacharias think he could approximate the ancient dialect they're using?
in what way?
Like when he speaks it?
He could certainly try, but he would probably. I mean, it'd be very clear that it's not his native thing. I mean,
I won't try then.
kind of sound like a fake German accent.
Oh, don't do that.
Hello.
Talking about it.
Zacharias will approach. We'll
Right.
actually kick in the areas for a second here to see if they actually turn around and just fucking rush at him. He wants any defenses he can get at that point.
They seem to ignore him somewhat. As the three of them sing amongst themselves, lying over the ground.
And then he says, he calls out, "Fair sisters of the ancient elves, princesses long forgotten in this
The
dreary
song
place."
Instantly, as he talks, sort of ends, and they all sort of turn towards him and sort of move up. Their faces now sort of wrecked in from this serene, sort of bluish light, now into apparent sort of anger and rage and just hate, almost making them look old, like sort of old crones.
Is this like, "we are going to murder you" look, or is it?
It is. You stole the ring from Gollum.
Oh, okay.
Looking,
Sure.
but they don't immediately attack.
He spreads his hands. "I am Zacharias the Everliving."
That's what they look like.
You look ugly.
I like the dress though. It's awesome.
Yeah, he continues in Elven. "I am Zacharias the Everliving. I have come before you, princesses of the ancient elves, because I seek the creature inhabiting this cairn. I seek the Linorm Nithhogger. I seek to destroy him."
Sort of reaches out a hand slowly, sort of says, "Sing with us. 4 in 1."
Make a charisma check.
I don't have any skill points in singing.
Well, time for charisma checks.
Maybe they don't judge.
I'm quite naturally good at singing. I have +9.
You can't get here though.
I know.
Don't show
This guy
yourself.
itself is undead, right?
It seems that the one over here actually turns sort of and sort of stares slightly at this direction, looking towards the wall.
Who moved me here?
Marcus.
Zacharias nods. "Very well, ancient princesses, I shall oblige."
They sort of move back into their cave and sort of make room for him, so in the circle.
I'm sorry.
I might die here. Like I might get destroyed here. I'm so sorry.
Charisma checks. Da, da, da.
You know,
And they take back up the song, leaving, basically like they say a line each almost, and at the same time, really, a canon, seemingly expecting him to move in.
This will be
This
great.
is gonna go horrible.
Too bad you don't have that. Too bad you don't have the trait to let you use a charisma-based skill as intelligence.
You can use either diplomacy,
Oh,
trying to make it non-offensive, your attempt,
yeah,
or you can use your perform
yeah. I'm gonna.
in any way really to mimic the melody at least.
Yeah,
I have full auditory in my mind.
diplomacy.
dance, go.
Diplomacy, because this is.
You weren't prepared for performances.
Oh, please help! Ah!
All right, Zacharias makes an inoffensive attempt, and you hear Zacharias singing, probably for the first time. He feels actually that he's kind of gripped by this woeful song. as he feels whatever things, like, is there things that Zacharias regrets, things that would make
Yes.
even his undead heart feel some sorrow?
Yes.
Suddenly, it's as if all these things bubble up and become very real, as if he had just done them, as he can see how he could easily have avoided all this, how everything could have been different,
He will.
everything could have been better.
He will add this pain and his own suffering and regrets into the song. Sort of
Are you
adding.
gonna cry?
I mean, I can't, but my soul is weeping if I had any left.
None of you understand the dialect still, so you have no idea what he's actually saying. But if you do, you're probably something very personal.
Tongues.
Did you listen into this very private
Lost-
moment?
Lost loves and the like. Yeah. What
I'm
do
very
the rest of you do?
Raised eyebrows and a confused frown from Kyron.
Out of curiosity, would tongues reveal a dialect as well?
Tongues, I think, would.
Tongues.
But what
Makes you
about
understand any spoken or written language.
comprehend languages?
I think that makes you understand it too, but not speak it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, comprehend languages. Let's find out what's going on here.
You comprehend language, I tongues.
What things would Zacharias, in his deepest part of his soul, that he's not probably usually aware of, regret? What is his greatest loss and his greatest regrets? Greatest woes of his life?
Well, he has a lot of regrets, a lot of woes. One of the most deeply felt is, of course, the loss of his beloved wife, the sorrow and the pain that he couldn't be there to protect her, and the thought and the misery of his sort of unsanctioned use of magic as the reason the family was doomed forever, and that her brutal death and her horrible time being tortured in agony to get to him, that he wasn't there, and that he was too late when he returned, that he lost his son and hasn't seen him face to face since, and he might never do so again, and the hatred and sorrow he feels for this, and that for it all he will curse the world for all eternity, and he will rend it into ash and ruin if he can. Mithra will pay.
He feels vengeance. Is it safe to say that keyword is applied to the feelings of this sorrow?
Yes.
All right. Well, his song echoes true with that of the sisters. Sing of the betrayal of their father and the betrayal of his brother, of the fall of their dynasty and the death of their people, and generally just the horrors of seeing their loves die because of their own eyes, and the terror of it. You hear these things turned into poems and song. The woes continuing.
Does Zacharias, is he compelled to continue
Zacharias
this?
right now sings.
Okay.
Yes. He doesn't really seem to consider much else. He's gripped by the feeling of this sort of melody.
Alright.
Kyron looks to the others with like a look that just says, should we just go there and like tell him that we want to keep going, or do we just, what do we do?
Cash looking as in, I may not be an expert, but I have a feeling if we go in there, we're gonna die.
It's not a good idea to interrupt. So if you want to understand what's going on, I've been keeping a transcription for you.
Don't.
Kyron
is just-
the written of everything.
Cash looks at the source. Don't. Kyron and Telemon is just gonna use it.
Very well. We can keep it between us and, well, him.
Yeah. Cash looks to Marcus and asks him, do you think you could see what's going on out there without getting killed and brutally murdered?
Marcus is a potato.
Yeah, well, Manikai is...
Marcus sort of shrugs. Yes, I can't sing.
He's bluff.
Bluff the song?
Cash raises her eyebrow. You're a freaking vampire.
I play the flute, I mean, I don't sing.
At least take a look and tell us
I
if
think this
Zacharias
is
gone for good.
decent time to probably stop this session.
I will sing for a week.
So,
So
Zacharias
time-
now gains the ability to use Inspire Courage. Right?
Luckily, I can live for an eternity over here.
Because Zacharias, now your 20th level is no longer spent on getting some awesome power, but is now instead spent on getting a level in Bard.
You're
So
forced
if you
to
would
take a
disconnect,
level.
I can try to save the server.
All right.
Would you like me
Thinking.
to add these all the tokens as backups?
Keep him as backups, yeah. That's probably a good idea.
I'll go through them backups to save.
It's kind of mean because Malika gave me a hint that I would really like the next 2 sessions, and I have a feeling that we're gonna see some drow, but it has been 2 sessions and no freaking drow.
It's like killing the king. We're gonna do it any session now.
Oh, by the way, I did actually start during the session, during some of the slower bits where we're just moving around and waiting, things to process. I started cropping the image from the Isle map.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after cropping down like all the unneeded water that it saved with it, it's approximately 8,000 by 8,000 pixels.
You might want to split that into 4 or
Yeah.
even 8 different images because
I'm thinking of splitting it into 4 and seeing what happens.
So it loads faster.
you kind of have to find the balance between many small pictures and one huge picture because neither is really good.
Yeah, if it's one huge picture, the client won't always load it, and it has the entire thing loaded at one time when it does see it.
Yeah, you should just, as a rule of thumb, never go over wallpaper size because then it gets dangerous.
But no, it should, with one picture, it should be easier to just cut that into pieces.
Yeah, it's easier than trying to compile it into loads and loads of, into a big picture. This way around should be quite easy.
Yeah.
Dark, will you disconnect?
Oh, sorry, I thought I already did.
I'm still here.
There we go.
So I hope this will now ingratiate myself to these banshees, which I'm pretty sure it is, and will maybe they will give a safe passage through the cairn.
On the other hand, I don't think they're going to let you leave.
Of
No,
course I can.
they're not gonna let you leave.
I will make them.
It's like freaking sirens. You're gonna stay there forever.
Yeah.
I
We'll find out next time.
guess so. If I can take a will save, I'm pretty sure I can make the will save.
Okay, let me change it. This is like the
Well, you voluntarily forfeited your save by joining them.
in Danish folklore, if you joined the elves in a dance,
Mm-hmm.
you would dance until you died.
I am already dead though.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
well,
How
you're
long
gonna
will I
stay there-
dance?
Well, you'll
Bro.
dance until you don't have your body anymore.
Well, he can dance if he wants to.
Oh,
I
God,
can leave
leave
my
your friends
friends behind because
Don't-
my friends don't dance.
Jonas, I've got it. You would dance until you become a demi-lich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, it worked! It worked!
So,
Disconnecting all of you and then disconnecting the server and then saving it? It's working.
I have means of getting out of there if I really need to.
well, you can't really because you're singing.
I mean, I can probably right now. I want to, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna be incapacitated for years. I hope not. If I am, then
6 years of doubt.
you're certainly free to come and rescue me. But I want to try to befriend these creatures if we can,
Well, yeah.
because if they are banshees, they are right now extremely dangerous to us because our death wards doesn't work, and they have a death wail they can do usually. That could possibly murder all of
Yeah,
us.
I think we are on a good track.
Yeah.
I think so too. I don't like. I want to avoid fighting these creatures if we can.
So, how did you like the session?
I have to say, I enjoyed it a whole lot. It was
Good.
one of our better sessions, I think. Apart from the whole technical difficulty.
I slightly panicked, but I enjoyed it.
It was a sort of dungeon crawl that had the exact right mix of encounters and finding stuff, I think. It felt quite good. I liked it.
I really liked it too. The only thing that would have been better is the whole Java thing. That it didn't happen.
I sadly do not have the power to make. Then I truly would be a god.
That's true.
You are still mortal for now, DM.
Yes.
But yeah, I hope I like the idea of Zacharias singing with the wraiths or banshees or whatever they are, like ancient elven princesses, and adding his own sword to it. It's a nice touch. Hopefully, I'm not doomed myself forever.
It's a nice imagery indeed.
Yes.
I want to sing with the elves too.
You can't sing with the elves.
I want to as well, actually. Though.
No.
You're not dead. You don't have sorrow.
Yeah, you don't have sorrow.
Everyone joins, and we end the campaign there, singing until they die, and then run.
Oh, let's not all sing. That's a terrible idea.
Except for Kyron, he's like, guys, I really don't.
The thing with Karen, he only
Yeah.
knows these very
Our-
dirty and bawdy bar dance songs.
And then
like,
and there was like,
Yeah.
oh god.
yeah, the wench is taking off her clothes or something. That's like
Like
all
the
the songs
Volga
names.
Lava-
You know, maybe Kyron has some things that he could sing
The
about, well,
14
like
sailors
sorrows and woes and stuff.
He has
You
never
don't know.
shared any though.
And then I hurt them all, so they
Guys,
He has never shared, and every
Kyron
time
is
someone
just
asks,
an asshole, that's the
yeah,
thing.
he's just an
Guys,
asshole.
It's like he's just a fucking douche.
He has no soul.
Melon,
He's not a
Has-
person.
Melon is on the right track. We should all go in there and sing "Let It Go."
Let it go, let it go.
I'm
Let
the
it
one
go.
with the-
Gold doesn't bother me anyway.
Yes. Like echoing through.
Oh god.
Okay, see, this is after session time, right?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
As I'm in the meantime
It
going to
does-
take power of Aljava and try and.
Does fit. It
Perfect.
would be "Let It Go" moment here.
Would-
That's what you need.
Yeah.
You and the sister need to let it go.
I can show you the world of pain
No.
and of sorrow.
No.
So do you think Jake would get a lot out of watching the stuff that happened?
Depends on what he's into, I guess.
He might find it enjoyable, and the session wasn't really that long because we started like an hour late.
Yeah. Wasn't, but there was some substance to it, which is good. We found a path to the Underdark.
That's important.
We
Also,
found
I think
remains of some sort of drow thing
I think we may have confirmed a possible link with
for the
Throne.
ice elves.
I want to know what it is you were talking about that I would look forward to.
You'll
Well,
find
you might
be all
still
of this.
find out.
Maybe you found it all the way to the Underdark.
Maybe I was quite disappointed. Sorry.
Don't get your hopes too high up. You might not even find it.
Why did you tell me?
Isn't it enjoyable sessions?
No,
I can say that I look forward to a session.
you can't go to me.
Don't
"Oh,
get my hopes up.
the next two sessions, you're really gonna love those. And then there's a chance I might even find it.
Or
Yeah,
the one thing,
maybe right
there's
now.
other things.
I know what Meneca is doing. Right now, he wants to get your hopes lower again, so that when you do find the thing that you are looking for all this time, that you are even more excited. So
Right.
he's like, yeah, I thought you'd enjoy this, but you didn't. So nothing exciting will
The-
happen ever again. So I
in
guess
the
you
beginning,
just live with it now.
why would he tell me then? Wouldn't it just be easier to not tell me anything?
No, it's hard not to talk. You
Maybe,
want to talk
maybe it
about
hasn't
stuff
happened yet.
Don't you talk to Grimmith?
No. There's stuff to do.
You're not friends anymore?
Making zombie. Yeah. He's making zombies and stuff.
That is true. He's most certainly making a lot of zombies.
Yeah. Gold phlegm and military bases and whatnot.
You know, the moment he kills the kitten, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spam him with messages.
I don't think you kill the kitten ever.
He did say he wouldn't, but you know.
I haven't gotten that far, so I don't know. I'll find out.
Well, you don't know, because he's
Maybe
a...
Cash is a princess, huh? Maybe those are Cash's relatives.
Maybe
Yeah. Who knows?
maybe
the poem was about ice elves, though. Not
Yeah, but their uncle was a drow.
maybe Cash is a long lost fifth heir to House of Vithoria.
To house what?
Fifth
Oh,
heir.
with fire!
calling now Cash is our mother.
Mummy
Wouldn't
dearest
that
is
be
Cash.
something? Wow,
Moved under the
That-
ground and
that just blew my mind.
wow, it all makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes.
It all makes
After
sense
this,
now.
she ventures down and gets super powerful, but they
Destroy-
find out she's from the surface and they banish her, betray her or something, and she walks up just again. And two kids have
Well,
to do
if-
stuff.
If their father, he was the king, and his brother was a drow,
Uncle.
Uncle.
Their uncle, yes, his brother.
Zacharias is the presence in the Xan cave.
So sure, they could be her relatives because she is a drow. But I really, at this moment, I had a hard time deciding which spell to get, and I was like, oh, there's this spell where I can use the knowing of her descendants
Ancestors.
And when we walked in here, I was like, why the foop did I not get that? Her ancestors might have been in that freaking cave.
Maybe.
Maybe. I felt so stupid. Instead, I got sending.
Sending is so useful.
It is, but her ancestors.
You do know you can buy scrolls and scribe them into your formula book, right?
I know, but I didn't think of that. No. And now we are in this freaking cave that her ancestors maybe have been in. She would know.
By the way, Sheep.
Yeah.
Do you still have map tools open, or can you reopen it?
No, I closed it.
Would you mind reopening it?
I
Well,
can.
The thing is, Malon, if we have to get that scroll, we have to go back to Gaston Hall and get it.
Well, you can always come back here later, I guess. Well,
I think
there's those regenerated golems.
Depending on what we find here, we might want to take a short breather before we brave the Lenorm himself. I have spells prepared for such an event.
I'm still fully prepared.
So we certainly can do that. The thing is, we need to you said, Malachi, that there were some valuables in the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the corpses.
Yeah, we might want to consider trying to loot those at some point, because we are actually somewhat short on money and resources right now. We've had a lot of expenditure and not too much. We haven't had any money coming in since we killed the king, basically. So some money and resources is not a bad thing. It's something I think we should consider.
You know, the Lilon has a small hoard apparently.
Yeah, we'll take a look if we survive the encounter with the Wraith ladies. We'll take a look around, see how much money is actually lying around, and then I think we should decide if we want to try to combat them and take it.
Well, at least...
Because I don't think they would just give it to us. It would be great. Maybe Zacharias is so charming now that they're like, oh yes, take this, and it gives him a pot of gold or something.
You wouldn't happen to have that spell I'm talking about, do you?
Which one?
I can find
Ancestral memory, I think.
Yeah.
No, I don't have that spell.
You know, normally I just tell you about this.
I don't even know
spell.
if it's a wizard spell.
Well, no. When I find a spell that both alchemists and wizards has, and it's really cool, I just go to you and say, hey, I found this really awesome spell, and then you buy it.
Yeah.
And I steal it from you.
Yep.
I've done that so far. I haven't bought any scrolls. I got them all from you.
That's fine.
I'm terrible.
That's fine. I have my personal wealth right now is okay. It's not something really amazing, but I have enough money to buy
that Dwemer essence.
Yeah, that Dwemer essence is draining it.
Malachi, stop poking me.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
So yeah.
Sitting here with my foot.
But you have extremely long legs.
We can fix that.
Yeah, Melon does have a point. Why one-shot the place? We have no time constraints right now.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
once.
think we are going to get a huge advantage from leaving, apart from being able to rest, which I guess is a huge advantage. I'm just worried that the white thing might come back. The golems will come back.
No, the white thing is not reforming. It's just oozing and evaporating.
Oh yeah, we got that ooze, that goop stuff from it, so it's probably not.
The statues take 6 hours or something, and honestly, they were not that tough.
No, they were not.
We burned more resources than we needed fighting those. I guess because we kind of used to everything showing up now. Is like, oh god, help.
I just used Dragonfall because I have 2 of those and a scroll, so I'm prepared for everything.
I accidentally closed the stream.
I burned a few 3-level spells. It's not a huge deal. And the ropers were approachable, which was nice.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh shit! They killed the white."
I guess so. Honestly, I mean, ropers
Yeah.
are kind of dangerous, but I mean, if we can kill that thing, maybe it was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna touch those guys.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Maybe that's what we need to, you know.
Yeah,
skip.
Melon, I don't think we can grind on the golems.
We will set up camp here.
Hunt some boars.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, as soon as something stops being a challenge to overcome, it no longer gives any experience. The beauty of the system.
But yeah, hopefully the banshees can be made helpful towards us. Give us a little bit like, here's the key to the secret door that leads to...
Infinite treasure.
Oh, infinite treasure door, thank you.
Well,
Infinite treasure door, yeah.
It just opens up, it
They-
just pours out gold.
they shrieked towards us that was living.
Yeah, they don't like the living.
Also, I'm
It's
pretty sure they know
kinda-
that the living party members are there.
It's kind of, yeah, maybe they're just, Zacharias is so nice right now that they're like, yeah, well. What I'm
He's so
interested in,
cute.
though, is that this place is warded against undeath, and yet these creatures are still here in undead forms. That's kind of weird.
Maybe they don't mind.
Maybe they might have lost some of their powers as well as a result.
Maybe they might be weakened. Maybe they're not actually like full banshees. Maybe they can't do some of that stuff. That would make them more fightable for us, I suppose.
But my theory is basically the people who built this tomb want the dead to stay dead, so they built that obelisk thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so old at this point that it's like not at full power anymore or something.
Maybe.
Maybe they don't have a choice but to stay there. But since they've been there for so long, maybe they've never been at full power because they have been forced to stay there. The whole.
I wonder what they think of the Leonard, though. Is he like a pal? Is he like an invader? Because he's been here only for a few years, right?
Well, so far I've noticed that everything we faced would not have bothered Dylan much, I think.
That's true.
I mean, the golems,
What about that?
Just
The
use
white
barrels.
and the ropers, you can't really touch him at all.
Nope.
So here we
Why
have
the
some
hell are we
experience.
going up against this thing anyway?
Hmm?
It's gonna kill us.
Yes.
Why are we going up against it?
Because we want the phylacterate guards.
Is it guarding his phylactery?
Yeah, that's what we think. He's guarding an evil artifact of immense power. And even if it isn't his phylactery, we want an evil artifact of immense power. Maybe
Also, I think that he is actually the dragon that Chargaman mentioned about biting a pillar.
Yes.
Pretty
Biting.
sure.
Biting
Yes,
a pillar?
that's what I would surmise. He's gnawing on the obelisk.
For reasons.
Well, he's a Linor, that's what he does, right?
What?
He gnaws
Okay.
on obelisk.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know much about Linor worms, so please do share.
The nuns
Uh,
are like the dragons of northern mythology.
Mhm.
Basically Viking mythology, the tale of whatever his name was, Sigurd, who fought a dragon
Mm-hmm.
to become the king of Denmark and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Those tales, or Icelandic dragons and such, they are the Nordic dragons.
They are, they are snake-like.
They're
they
sort
are-
of long and have like horns and
do you
tendrils and stuff.
Have you heard of the Nidhogger like dragon Norse mythology?
Norse mythology, it bites the tree of life, the roots of the tree of life.
Yep, it
Yeah,
gnaws on
but
it.
Nidhogg.
Nidhogg.
It is
Nidhogger's orm.
circling the
Yeah,
world.
That's
I
that's
know
the that's a
That's,
Midgard's
uh,
orm.
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
That is yeah.
That's a huge
It's a
snake.
different thing. Yeah, it's
So
a different
it-
thing than that one.
Oh, so Nidhogg,
there's-
yeah.
Yeah, Nidhogger is the ice dragon thing that lies at the roots
Like at
of
the bottom of the
Yggdrasil.
Yggdrasil.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gnawing on stuff.
Yep.
So why would it gnaw?
I think that one is called, like, the actual one that lies there is called, like, the world thing. Don't Google it because it says stats and stuff, but you know, I could do it.
But yeah, they like gnawing on stuff apparently. And the tale is that when he has gnawed off the roots, then the tree is going to start to topple and he's going to fly out and Ragnarok is about to begin.
Yeah.
And at the same time, the Fenris wolf is going to, break his bonds. The giants are going to rise up.
I was
Basically,
about
what's going
I was about to say we all know this, but no. not
No,
all.
we don't.
Another of all Linorns is CR24 creature.
All right.
That's basically him.
Hello.
It's the guy who bites the tree of life.
I like that. I was like, we all know that. No, it's
But it's probably not him you're dealing with.
I hope
No.
not.
I hope not.
the fact that he's here and not gnawing on the tree
Yeah,
is
I-
disturbing enough.
I am still very much intrigued to know exactly how Shargammon fathered this Linorm.
Well, he found a Linon lady and went to work.
Is that how it's like? What?
Gammon certainly
Did he-
seems to have worked quite hard to get as strong and as sort of diverse a brood as possible.
I guess. I mean, what
Almost as if he's sort of trying to make them great.
did he
Doesn't
bring
seem
her
to care about
flowers?
the ordinary ones.
Why would you have this badass kid? Why not choose him as his heir?
Who is
What the-
the?
Maybe he did at some point,
Who is
but
the
he
oldest?
just went insane over this place. That's my current theory.
Who's the oldest of the three? Is it the Linorm?
This would probably be the oldest one, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's the big brother.
Nidhogg.
Nidhogger. Is Telemundus the baby brother? Or
Probably.
Is the
Younger
baby
one.
little
Yeah, I'm pretty
Telemundus?
sure.
He's gonna pinch his cheeks.
So he is not this Nidhogg is not to talk to. Why is he insane?
Because he is
He's
obsessive.
obsessed with this tomb for no apparent reason. At least not apparent to us.
I guess, though, if he is a cairn Linorm, he kind of wants to live in a cairn. I don't know.
I hope it's not the same. If he could gnaw that tree, dude, it was a huge tree.
It's not the same.
Hmm?
He's not the legendary, he's not
No.
the... He's just named after him.
Hmm.
Kind of like naming your kid Hercules or something.
Yeah. Or Rasputin.
God.
Well, you can be named Jesus, so...
Can you be named God?
Yes, yes you can.
And
That
I
would
read
be a terrible
a
name.
I read a small paper notice like a couple of years ago. It was like a guy named Jesus, God, Holy God, who was captured by the cops for like smoking pot and like crashing a car. So it's still
there's
like
also a guy
so
called...
the headline was like God arrested for drunk driving. It's pretty great.
I think there's also a guy called Batman El Superman or something. Like an Indian dude.
Sure, Batman. Why not?
I once met a guy called Batman.
Was that his birth name though? His
I didn't ask because I was trying not to laugh.
Oh, okay. I worked with a
Yes.
guy who was named Theoden after the. Yes.
When yes, my older brother's girlfriend has two brothers called Hugin and Mugen.
That's pretty good. That is-
Really?
if I had
Hugin and
kids,
Mugen, I think.
Well,
If
that's
I had
the two
kids-
ravens.
yeah, if I had kids, I would definitely consider calling them Hugin and Munin. That's just
Well,
awesome.
I am definitely a little jealous of her name. It's pretty cool too, Brynja. It's so cool.
It's kind of
she's
Norse.
like a shield maiden.
Well, I've been
good
told that
approach,
my
yeah.
name is Nordic too, but Tina, it's not really that.
It doesn't have the same punch.
No, it doesn't have the Hugin, Mugin, Brynja.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that.
I
It's mine.
did.
Yeah.
I did actually have a kid in one of my classes a year or so ago. It was called Zacharias. That was pretty great.
Yeah, you told me.
Yep.
I like your name, Sheep. You're gonna be lucky there.
Yeah, you're so lucky.
What?
That name.
Your real name.
My real name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're jealous. It's a cool name.
Just say it with a German saying.
Yeah.
I just think of Tyrael every time I hear it.
I think of that badass vampire in Interview with the Vampire. The artist. He's so cool.
Can Zacharias become a lich vampire? I don't think we want to go there.
No, I don't
But
think
if you wrap him in bandages, then he's also a mummy.
I'm also a mummy, yes.
Vampire lich mummy.
If Cash became a vampire, then have a kid, she would technically a vampire mummy, right?
But so Cash get pregnant, and then we make you into a vampire, and then we
They
rip
do it
up
in
your
Twilight,
stomach.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
so-
And
Don't
then
go there.
and then Yarathon is gonna look at the baby and be like, "Oh man, I'm gonna
He's gonna
take off my
fuck.
pants right now." And
My dragon pants.
yeah, my dragon
That's
pants
comedy.
that we discussed before. It's unzipping my dragon pants.
By the way, I want to clear something up. Cash is not becoming a freaking mummy. With bandages.
Also, what are we doing tomorrow? Was stuff happening? Is stuff not happening?
I'm not sure.
Why was stuff not happening? And it's sad if it isn't.
I'm not sure.
We're gonna do the thing, Jonas, that you had.
I'm not
That's
sure.
something we could do, especially if we could make Sheep join us as well for it.
But we can't.
Or
though.
we can play Way of the Wicked
What?
tomorrow.
Nobody would want to do that though.
I mean,
Would
she's
they?
the point. And where we look at, we would only be missing one player.
Yeah. Yeah, and Malon is onto it. By the way, Malon, you're not only allowed
But
to be...
then Jake would miss 2 sessions though.
Well, then he should learn not to...
He misses 2 sessions anyways.
he should learn not to celebrate Thanksgiving.
This isn't Thanksgiving.
You know, Jake
Hello.
misses 2 sessions either way. This way he
mean-
wouldn't miss a session in Forsaken Throne.
I guess. We can make a poll. There's still 14 people left in the thing.
Right.
Ask them if they think it's fair to play a session without a player, without even asking him if he's okay with it.
Well, Jake's already said he's absolutely fine.
Yeah,
Would it be fair to do an...
basically like that time where we wanted to do the other thing, but she was like, "No, please don't." We're like, "Oh, fine." Yeah. But with Jake,
Every time I
But we're
see...
not asking him this time, so.
can't make us feel bad.
You know, I can text Jake if you
No,
want.
no, don't do that. He's doing stuff with his long
Lost.
not seen friends. I don't
I
know.
was about to say his
I
long
would
lost
like to
brother or
request
something.
the people watching the stream to be fair with this question and give your honest opinion, not if you want to see an extra session.
Are we allowed to vote too?
I guess.
By the way, every time I see Malorn's name, I keep thinking that there should be a law that every time he's here, he has to speak friend.
That's
Big
Melon.
friend. And
I know, but it's so close. It's only the R.
Melon.
Yeah,
it would be 2 sessions in the same campaign. The thing is, the session today was only 3 hours, so it was only half a session anyways, right?
It was half a session, basically.
Yeah, the other one probably wouldn't be super long either, but hey, it'd be more Way of the Wicked, right?
It would be.
If that's what you're
Almost
into.
exactly 50-50. This is terrible. There we go. I don't know,
We should. We should try to contact him first. I think.
Yeah, let's just ask him. I think that's fair.
I'll text him.
But not with like, so Jake, are you gonna stand in our way when we...
I'll just.
Are we
you
gonna
know,
How would
stop
you feel
our
about missing
fun?
2 session away with Wicked? Question mark, smiley.
Um.
Yeah, the thing is, Forsaken Throne would be missing 2 players since Halldamir is also doing things.
But
Yes.
you could come in as like a
Okay.
one-time. Is
How
that
is
one of those builds you've been working on?
guys? How is Hey Jake? Would it be okay if we played Way of the Wicked?
Instead of Forsaken Throne tomorrow, since Forsaken Throne would be missing 2 players, while
Yeah.
Way of Wicked is only missing 1.
I've already forgotten all of it, but I'll find it again.
Okay.
My brain is like a what's it called?
Swiss cheese,
Scrambled eggs.
full
I
of
was thinking of
rats and kind of moldy.
a sponge. I was like SpongeBob.
You need to move the cow off the ice, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
And
You have to take the kitten out of the bag.
Yeah, and the rabbit is in the pepper.
That's the best one because I have no idea what it actually means, even in German.
It's such a weird one.
What's it? How would you feel, or is it okay?
Das Kanin is in dem
I-
Pepper.
Aber warum?
I would say
Fühlen is.
I would ask how you feel about it because is it okay always has the implication that you want the other person to say yes, yes it is.
Yeah. So how would you feel? I'm gonna end the recording here at least. So thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next session, whenever that is.
So I guess there'll be a slight video on your channel then at some point telling people if they should come watch us tomorrow,
Yes.
or if what happens. I guess
There will
sometime
be.
tomorrow.
I will. Yes, I will.
Subscribe and you'll get like an email, I believe,
Yes,
whenever that video comes up.
Bless you.
Try.
I apologize.
Gesundheit.
I could not reach my mute button.
I'm sorry for laughing, but that was adorable.
It was, but he is adorable.
So then
DDS is adorable. It
He
is true.
is adorable.
next
He's so adorable. Like Neo
Way
and
of the
Theo.
Wicked speak.
Yes, Manikai?
Yeah. What?
What?
I'm trying
you were
to-
saying
to-
something?
To formulate
Follow,
in a like a third language, I guess.
click this link to subscribe to my channel.
Done
and you will-
via
And you will. I will upload a video tomorrow. That will forewarn if we're gonna do anything that evening or not.
Ersten.